Story number 4, the AI watch. This time, Microsoft is going to pay you $15,000.
What?
15 G's, 15 large, just to have you find a bug in their Bing GPT system. Or wait, is it Bing or any of their AI applications? We got to find out the details because I might need a little money. Yeah. Okay. So specifically for their AI powered Bing, Bing is their front end, basically their most accessible search engine and AI technology. And they've been really integrating this chat AI into all parts of the Bing search engine. It's fascinating how they're doing it. It's pretty slick, actually. But if you've known Microsoft and their AI, it's gone off the rails a couple times, and I think it's getting serious enough for that. All right, we got to really try to run this thing off the rails, and we'll pay you up to $15,000 for your trouble. You looking to make a little extra scratch deal?
No. Man, I get it. They're trying to what was this? There was something other. Didn't Netflix have a prize for like their recommendation algorithm? And they wanted people to come up with new approaches and try to improve it over time. So reminds me of that a little bit. They're just on the search to keep these AI systems from hallucinating because what's happening is they become more embedded in our software. We're gonna start trusting them more. Number one, we won't even know that they're there, so it'll be hidden, and then the second thing is we're just gonna trust that it's accurate and it could be falsely off. And so I think as you see these different IT behemoths like Facebook has their own AI, Google, Microsoft or OpenAI, and then you see other folks. I think Apple is trying to create their own AI. I think that's going to be the key differentiator, right? Whose AI is the most accurate, right? And they're going to do tests. They're going to figure this out. And so I think Microsoft, to their credit, is trying to, or yeah, Bing is trying to figure out how they can make the most accurate one and get rid of a lot of these hallucinations before it's fully embedded inside your Excel, inside your PowerPoint, inside everything you do. And so this is going to be interesting. The scary part is, we talked about something scary in the previous segment. I think I talked about this on the last podcast. The here is not to make, is it to make these things safer or just to make them more efficient at their job, which is scary because just like with social media, was the intention to just get people to connect or is it just to keep you on the platform longer? Because that's going to drive what's happening. And we see all this investment. For instance, I found out this last quarter there was over about $17.9 billion in AI funding, which made up nearly 30% of all venture capital funding in one quarter alone. So you triple that, that's what 2468, that's almost $80 billion in capital going to AI. This is unheard of, man. And so these tools that we still don't know still hallucinates. They're rushing to make more of it, and that is the scary part. They still don't have there's no safety brakes on this anymore, and they're just like, "Oh, it's the car's down the hill. Let's make some brakes now, right? Let's see who can figure out this is hallucinate. We're gonna pay you $15,000 see if it hallucinates. But if you don't figure it out, that's okay because the car is gone." So it's getting to that point.
So let me throw Elon's name in the in the mix here. I'm about to say in the musk. So let me
Which
throw
is
Elon's
accurate.
name in the mix here. Elon's been working and he's got his own version of AI, which is an image processing system for their cars, for the Tesla vehicles. And basically, you have your self-driving car. It's supposed to be able to spot people, and you need to make sure it doesn't kill anybody and doesn't cause any accidents and behaves like it should, et cetera, et cetera. Now, because he's Elon, he said things in a very straightforward programmer way with no fear. Speaking to our above story about being scared and determinism and all that, this is the kind of robot person of a mind that would say something like this. But he was like, yeah, it's going to kill a couple people. That's good. In so many words, he's like, hey, a self driving car, somebody out there ain't going to live. That's basically what he was saying. And everybody got all pissed off. But the scientist people were like, man, he shouldn't have said that. But he's right. Because it just comes down to number of calculations. It's like,
Statistics, yeah.
it's statistics, and that something's going to happen. There's going to be an edge case where it doesn't understand. Some crazy guy's going to have his his dog walking on 2 hind legs, and it's gonna cause the system to freak out or something like that. It's just gonna be these cases that you can't account for. Um, and yeah, the you have to how do you get a system like that to go crazy? And how do you plan for this kind of stuff? It's like, you can't. You just have to wait and to see what happens, and this is why it's good that Microsoft's paying out this money because what it's gonna do is it's gonna start getting those, I don't wanna say obvious mess ups, but obvious in the real world mistakes are gonna start happening. Like some guy is out there in, let's say, Finland or something, and he's dealing with a bunch of Commodore VIC-20 computers, and he's got this super rig of computers set up, and "Oh, I know exactly how to construct an algorithm to screw with Microsoft's computers." And Microsoft's, "What? I didn't even know you could string those kind of computers together like that. What are you talking about? Okay, we found another case. Boom." So that all makes sense, but the fact that they're doing this is it's just interesting. This whole scene is interesting. As we can't stop it, we're gonna start paying out money as like insurance almost to mitigate our losses or your
Like I
losses if
said,
you run across the
fifteen
street at
thousand
some point.
dollars is way yeah, $15,000 is way too low though. I think they need to increase that bounty up. So and that's what I'm saying. What people spend is the function of their priorities, and it shows you that they don't care. They would spend way more on that prize if they really cared. So that's my take on it.
That's a good take. And if anybody gets 15K, let us know.